Om. Om. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gananam Tva Ganapatigam Havamahi Kavim Kavinamupamashravastamam Jyeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspadana Shrinvannotiभिः Sadanam. Om Shri Mahaganapataye Namaha. Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Gurureva Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Lokashankaram Samasta Jana Kalyani Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Satgurum Brahma Vidvaram Satgurum Brahma Vidvaram. Om Bhadram Karneभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितैयदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु. ओम शांति शांति शांति. We were looking at the fourth prashna, if you remember. We're on the fourth prashna. Now, the first prashna was on Rai and Pran. Then the second prashna was on the praise of that Pran only and what holds this body. Because the Srishti was the question, how did the Srishti come up? Was the question in the first one. So after that, the praise was done in the second mantra. We have to remember in our sequence also what are the questions, because we have in total 6 questions. So the second was regarding the praise. Now the third was about the same prana, how to do upasana about the same prana. Then we saw even during the day and night how upasana can be done. After that, now we are on the fourth prashna. Fourth prashna is regarding about the dream state and the deep sleep state. That how are they, and who is the one who's dreaming, who is the one who's awake, and who is the one who's holding it, who's the joy, whose is the joy that we experience in the deep sleep state. Okay, so let us quickly brush up and we'll move ahead. The first mantra on page number 44. So here the fourth Shishya, whose name was Sauryayani or Gargyaha. He belonged to Gargputra, and he went and asked that in this Sharir Bhagwan Etasman Purushe, Kani Swapanti, who is the one who is sleeping and who is the one who is awake, and then who is the one who Swapnan Pashyati, who sees the dream, and Kasetat Sukham Bhavati, and whose is all the joy that we experience during the deep sleep state. And Kasminu Sarve Sampratishtha Bhavanti, and what's the substratum on which everything is established. So after this question, we saw there was a long bhashyam also in that. And after that, we went to the second mantra. Here, he said that Gachata Sarva Etasmin Tejo Mandale. He gave the example of the orb of the sun. Like the sun in the morning, what happens? The rays of the sun, they come out from the sun's orb, and again during the sunset, they all go back into it. Similarly, all this goes into the Dev called the mind. All the sense organs are the rays. It was compared, the rays were compared to the sense organs. So the sense organs are not independent. They're coming out and they're going back into the same thing. See, everything here goes back into its cause only. So what is the cause of the sense organs? The cause of the sense organs is the mind. Everything, like the ice melts in the water. If there's a chunk of an ice cube, that ice cube will melt into that water because the water is the cause of that ice. Similarly, here also, everything merges back into its cause only, and therefore we'll have a quick look at the deep sleep state today also, and there will be some doubts also in that because I'm going to create some confusion today in your mind. Then I'll ask you a question, and then we will sort it out. So then all the sense organs are coming from where? All the sense organs are coming out from that mind only because it will go back into the same mind. Naturally, our question is how is it possible that everything is coming from that same mind only and everything is going back into that? That we will see just now. Ten taresha purusha na shunoti. न पश्यति न जिघ्रति न रसयते न स्पृशते न विवदते न दत्ते न नंदयते न विसृजते Neyate, second mantra. So at that time, because of that mind, because of that the sense organs being merged into the mind, now the person is not able to do anything. Now what is happening? Neyate swapiti iti achakshate. When whoever is seeing him or her, they will say that he is sleeping because there's no activity in that. Now, Pranagna, if you remember, there were 3 types of Agni also mentioned, and those Agnis, you see, such a beautiful text giving us so many information about the Agni, about the Yajman, about the Hota, about the Agni, Hotram, etc. So there were 3 types of Agnis mentioned. The first one was the Garhyapati Agni, that is lit during the marriage ceremony. From that Agni, Garhyapati Agni, a portion of it is brought out for the rituals, and that is called the Ahvaniya Agni. Remember? I'm just brushing it up. And then from there only, if any ritual is done, a portion of that Agni is kept to the south. When a person is facing the east, that Agni is kept to the south. And when he's offering, when the offerings are cooked in that Anvayarya Pachan Agni. Remember that? That was the third Agni. And if any Agni is left over, then that is merged back into that Garhyapati Agni. That will go back there. And then the fourth one, there were 6 or 7 factors, I think. Then the fourth one was the Yajman, then Hota, then it was the Punya Phalam and the destination. And all of them were, why is Shruti Ma mentioning all this? Only to compare that with our Pran Agni, with how wherever it is put and what are those other things. So the destination was what? The sukh that is experienced in the deep sleep state. And there here, what was the destination? It was the Swarga, because any karma card will maximum lead us to that Swarga only. That is a returnable position. From there again, we have to come back to square one, from where we have to start again from the scratch. Okay, so this was our third and the fourth one, and everything was compared there. All the Ushwas, Nishwas, Yajman puts 2 Ahuti. Therefore, if you remember, they were said that it was Ushwas and Nishwas. These are the 2 Ahutis that the Pranagni is giving. So it was compared to the Saman. Then Manaha, Vava, Yajmana. Mind was compared to the Yajman. Ishtaphalameva Udanaha. Udan Vayu is the one that takes out the pran from this body and will take it to the destination. Therefore, Ishtaphalam was compared to that Udan Vayu. And Yajman Aharaha Brahma Gamayati. That Anand, that joy that he experiences. Who? That mind through the Yajman, that experience is called that Anand, the Sukham. This was our fourth mantra, if you remember. Then we saw the fifth one also. Atra Esha Devaha. He is called the Dev. Who? The mind. Mahimana Swapne Mahimanam Anubhavati. Why is he called Dev there? Because during the dream state, he only glorifies itself by projecting all the impressions that he has taken from the waking state. So from the waking state, during the waking state, when all the sense organs are available, he's perceiving everything, he's collecting all those impressions. And then during the dream state, the same mind is as if projecting everything. And he has projected whatever he has seen. So yat drishtam anupashyati, whatever he has seen. Okay. Then shrutam eva artham anushrunoti, whatever he has heard. All that is projected. Desh digantaraisya pratyanubhutam punah pratyanubhuti. So wherever he has experienced anything during the waking state, he will have a mixed experience. He will, as we saw, according to the prarabdha karma of that person also. Sometimes a small prarabdha phal or small karma phal will just come, brush up, and it will go away. It can be sukham also and it can be dukkham also, anything. So drishtam, adrishtam cha, shrutam cha, anubhutam cha, nunubhutam cha, satcha, sarvam pashyati. So he sees everything. Sat and asat meaning what? One is the pratibhasik satta and one is vyavharik satta. You remember? And here this thing that there were many purva paksha also, if you remember. I'm not going into that detail again because we'll have another class for that. So here, one line that I made you underline was Atyant Adrishte Vasanan Anupapatte. Page number 60, I made you underline that if we are experiencing anything or we are seeing anything, there the impression must be there in the mind, because if we haven't experienced it, then the experience won't be there in the dream, because atyanta adrishtehe, what is never seen before. It can be in the past births also, because the mind is a traveler. So you can't have vasana for that. Vasana anunapattehe. If there is no experience, or if you haven't seen anything in the past, so it is not possible that you'll have a vasana for that. Okay, so here Satcha Parmartha Udakadi, Asatcha Marichi Udakadi. He has taken the example of water. So there are two types of water. The Sat means here what? The Vyavharik water that we drink and satiate our thirst. Similarly, there's another water, Marichi Udakadi, the mirage water. It cannot satiate our thirst even if it is seen. So similarly here, Asat is the Pratibhasik and Satcha is the Vyavharik. So in this way, these two are the Sat and Asat. Kim bahuna uktam sarvam pashyati. So what more to say? What more to say about said bahuna uktam anuktam sarvam pashyati? So mind is the seer. Mind sees everything, whatever is said or whatever is not said. Being as big, how Pashyati sarva mano vasano padihi san eva sarva karanatma manodeva swatman pashyati. Now he is called the manodeva because here associated with all the upadhis, associated with the vasanas, he is projecting the dream. He is projecting everything on himself, and he's saying that is why he is called what? He is called the Deva. During the dream state only, he is projecting. So here he becomes a Deva here. Okay. So Yasa Yada, sixth mantra also I think we had finished. Saha Yada Tejasa Abhibhuto Bhavati. Now, if you remember, in this Purva Paksha had come, and there were many questions regarding the self-effulgence of that mind, of that Atma, sorry. So he was saying that the self-effulgence of the mind is questionable. Self-effulgence meaning the Swaprakashatvam, that it does not need any other light to illuminate self. It doesn't need another light. Now, when this mind, this Atma is associated with the mind, see, Nyaya also has this principle. Nyaya also agrees to this principle that the Atma is not self-effulgent, it is not Chaitanya, because when it is associated with the mind, only then the Chaitanyata comes in it. It becomes Chaitan, otherwise it's not. So here, Bhagwan Bhashyakar said, okay, I will confuse you more. If you are confused a little bit, let me confuse you more, because you are saying that because during the waking state, it is associated with the mind, and during the dream state, it is not associated with the mind or deep sleep state. That means that half of the problem is gone. This was the Purvak, the student was saying. He was as if coming to some conclusion. He was also placing some kind of solution that let me help my Gurudev also. So he said, let me confuse you more. He said that during the waking state, there is a Shruti Vakya which says in the waking state, the Atma resides where? In the cave of the heart. Hridaya Akash, it is residing. So he said, oh, then if it is there in the Hridaya Akash, that means when it is going to the dream state or deep sleep state, that means it is leaving its shape and it is going to the deep sleep state or dream state. That means half of the problem is resolved. He said, no. Let me tell you another Shruti which says that during the dream state, the same Atma resides where? In the throat, where there's a Puritati Nadi, and it is residing there. So don't be very happy that you have got a solution. It's not like that. I can confuse you more. Then another Purvapaksh, another student only. There was a group of students. So he said that let me ask you, Gurudev. Said maybe there are so many shrutis, there are so many Upanishads. Maybe everybody has their own opinion about how the Atma is. So no, it's not like that. Atma being one, there has to be, and there is only one opinion about the Atma. There cannot be many opinions about the Atma. So the Atma is a self-effulgent one. Then he said, it was a very nice line. He said that you have to leave all your doubts and you have to listen to me. Tarhi shunu shrutyartham hitva sarva abhimanam. Now leave all your abhiman, leave everything, and varsha shatena api shrutyartho gyatum na shakyate sarve panditam anyahi. If you consider yourself to be a pandit and you continue to do shastrat or you continue to have this abhiman, then even after hearing for 100 years also or reading for 100 years also, your doubts won't be clarified. So it's better listen to me. Just leave your hitwa meaning leave. Leave all your abhiman for a second and listen to me. And then he gave nice answers here. Yes, so we were here only on the seventh, in the sixth and the seventh one. So the sixth one, he said that how does he slowly slide into the deep sleep state from the dream state? He has come from the waking, that is the heart, to the Puritati Nadi. Now, our body is made up of three factors, that is the Kapha, Pitta, and Vata. So, when the Pitta increases, the acid factor increases in the Nadi, then it is overpowered and it will leave that place, or it is overpowered, overwhelmed, we can say. It is overwhelmed and then it slowly slides into the deep sleep state. In this way, see, all this is Atindriya Vishaya. So these yogis, the yoga pratyaksha people, those from there, this is a praman. So science or the medical science won't be able to prove all these things. It is beyond their vision. So this was the sixth mantra that we saw, that he slowly slides. Where is this joy? This was a question number 4. If you remember, question number 4, the answer to that was that now slowly this Atma who was residing in the Puritati Nadi, it slides into the deep sleep state from the dream state. Tat etas atmin sharire etas sukham bhavati. Now, in this body only, it is experiencing the sukham, the sushupti sukham he is experiencing. So, etasmin sharire etas sukham bhavati. So, now, in this sushupti kal, what is happening? Let us see the connecting bhashya. 62 page, second paragraph. Etasmin kale. You all got it? Etasmin kale, 62 page, second paragraph. What? Etasmin kale avidya kama karma nibandhanani So etasmin kale meaning what? In the deep sleep state, this sushupti kal. In the sushupti kale, where everything is merged, I mean all the sense organs are merged back. Where is it merged? In the mind only, all of them are merged. एतस्मिन् काले अविद्या काम कर्म निबंधनानि एतस्मिन् काले which are what, which are bound by what? Avidya, ignorance. It is limited by ignorance. It is, though we experience at that time a lot of such, but still the ignorance factor is there 100%. The ignorance meaning what? Avidya. It is not the sukham of that Atma at that time. It is there. So the self is there. I am experiencing everything. But when I get up, I don't remember anything. That means the ignorance factor was there at that time. Okay. So avidya, kama, karma, nibandhanani, by the act, by the ignorance, by the actions, and karma and kam, desires. Nibandhanani, he is bound. Karyakarnani shantani bhavanti. But all of them become quiet when during the Sushupti Kal. All of them as if merge back. They all become unmanifest at that time during the Sushupti Kal. But they are there in the seed form, okay? They are all there because they are coming out again from there only. It is as if a snake has hibernated. Hibernation, many animals go into hibernation. Again, they come back during the winters. They go hibernate like that. So here also, that mind, as if that mind has hibernated, and it is in a state of hibernation. So now it has become quite an unmanifest shantani bhavanti. Teshu shanteshu atmaswarupam upadhibihi anyatha vibhavyam विभाव्यमानम अद्वयम एकम शिवम शांतम भवति. Now, because teshu karanani, teshu shanteshu, teshu here meaning karya karanani, all the karya and karan. Remember, karya meaning is what? Karya meaning is body. Karanani meaning what? Sense organs. Karya is the body, the effect. And karanani meaning the sense organs. Teshu shanteshu, all of them have become quiet because the upadhis are not there. They are quieted now. So in this self, where have they gone into back into the self only? So this self is appearing as different. This self only because all of them have merged back into that self only. Now the self is appearing as different. By what? Anyatha vibhavyamanam. Upadhi bihi. By that upadhis. Now when he comes back into the dream, the same Atma, through the dream, through the projections, that Atma only will become something. Sometimes I become a snake, sometimes I become an animal, elephant. I was roaming about in Kaziranga. Then I saw you all had come. I was what? An elephant. I was looking at you all sitting in a jeep. You were taking my photograph. Who was I? An elephant or a rhino maybe? and how did I become that? Through the upadhi of the mind. The same Atma has become like that. So here he is saying vibhavyamanam advayam advayam ekam shivam shantam bhavati. When all these upadhis are merged back, now only one shantam atma ekam shivam. Now that one self, that one Brahma, that one Atma is there. What is its swarup? What is its nature? It is unlimited. Unlimited. See, I have 2-3 questions for you. In this Sushupti Kal, all the Karya, Karan, Sanghat become quiet. Where do they go back? They go back into the self. How will you prove that they go back into the self only? You have heard so much, and I have also answered this question many times. I've unmuted you all. You can unmute yourself and you can tell me how will you prove this? That all my sense organs during the dream state, or let us take deep sleep state, all my sense organs go back into that deep sleep only. How will you prove this? It can go somewhere else also. Like you remember, one example was given by another Purvapaksh. He said, why do they go, why do they merge back into the mind only? Like there are many tools when we are working in the garden. I go back and keep it in the storeroom. And they have different shelves, they have different places. So it can be like my chakshu is going somewhere else, my ears are going somewhere else. Why do you say that they are going back into the same self? You know, you all know the answer. Just I want to hear that. And I think I have unmuted you. Huh? जब हम सोते हैं तो हमें देखते हैं, हम ड्रीम देखते हैं, ऐसा लगता है उठते हैं तो हमें पता चलता है कि हम ड्रीम देख रहे इतना सोए my name that is Puri. When we get up, and may I say that when we get up, we remember that I had dreamt. Then, so, and we remember that in deep sleep state, I remember that I was sleeping. Then, तो इससे हमें पता चलता है कि ड्रीम स्लीप हमारा टाइम नहीं से मेरा क्वेश्चन है कि कैसे हमको पता चले कि वही एक ही जगह जाता है, वहीं से बाहर आ रहा है, वहीं से अंदर जा रहा है, ये कैसे प्रूव करें?
जब हम सुबह उठ जाते हैं सारे सेंस ऑर्गन एक साथ, मतलब कभी ऐसा नहीं होते हैं आंख पहले देखते हैं सुनते बाद में है, ऐसा नहीं है, सब एक साथ जाते हैं,
सब एक साथ आते हैं और जब हम सोने जाते हैं तभी भी एक साथ ही जा रहे हैं। सो अगर वो लोग अंदर एक साथ जा रहे हैं और वो एक साथ बाहर आ रहे हैं, इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? वो लोग कहीं एक ही जगह पे हैं, अलग अलग जगह नहीं है, वहीं से एक ही जगह से आ रहे हैं, एक ही जगह पे जा रहे हैं। हाँ, बट हम लोग को फिर याद क्यों नहीं रहता है? ये हमको याद क्यों नहीं रहता है कि वहीं से ही आ रहा है? हम लोग को समझ में क्यों नहीं आता है कि वहीं से आ रहा है? ये भी आंसर आप लोगों को पता है? पर वहां से हम वापस आने के बाद में हमको पता क्यों नहीं चलता है कि हम वहीं थे? और उस समय हमको याद नहीं रहता कुछ भी, क्योंकि उस समय भी तो सेल्फ है, and that self is how the self's nature is unlimited at that time. But I don't remember anything.
Ignorance.
Because of ignorance. Because avidya is also there at that time. Because avidya plus self is there. So that is why I don't remember. This is not the case with the Gyanis. Because ignorance is not there with them. So they remember. So their nidra is also samadhi. Okay, but it is not that case in ours and during with us. So if they, so all of them go back in the same self, and all of them come back from there only. So you will, because you are experiencing the self only. Do you have an experience of non-self or not self? Never. I don't have that experience at all. That is why this is said that I am experiencing myself only. But that is not complete because of this Avidya Rani. She is there, sitting nicely. She has made her house there. Until she is there, we won't remember until and unless we ask her to leave. And that is with the Kripa of Bhagwan. Okay. Now again another question. Listen properly. Another question is it when I go to sleep, I am sleeping here, the sansar is there, whole world is here. Okay, I am sleeping here, and in the middle there's a curtain, as if there's a curtain, and What is it? That side is the sansar. So this curtain is what? Because of this curtain, I'm not able to see the world. I'm sleeping here. The world is intact that side. And in between the sleep, because I'm sleeping, therefore the world is I am cut from the world like a curtain in the middle. Is it like that? What I'm talking about, I had told you all that this is Srishti Drishtivad. This is Srishti Drishtivad. There's a Srishti that is coming from Brahmaji. So Brahmaji has made a Srishti and I am also part of it. This is Srishti Drishtivad. So I am there, I'm sleeping, and the sleep is like a curtain, and on the other side is what? The other side is the world. Till I'm sleeping, I'm unaware of the world. The world is, this is what we think. But is this correct? Is this a notion or is this correct? Is this a fact? That here, this side, I'm saying, did you get my question? No, you did not get my question. Like, what is our experience? I am sleeping. I am sleeping here in my room, on my bed, nicely, tucked in my blanket. Nicely, I'm sleeping. And the world is outside, the world is there. World is there. This is my experience. The world is there. When I get up, I again get back the world. The world is there. Again, I start experiencing. So till I'm asleep, I'm cut from the world. The world is still there. When I'm asleep, also the world is still there. So the world is real. My sleep is real. I am real. Everything is real. The curtain is real. Because of the curtain, I'm unable to experience the world.
Just like the air, no? Air is everywhere. When we have we always think that there is air in the pot, we don't think that the air is everywhere.
So, like the air is everywhere. Is that the world is also everywhere, and I am also in like the pot is in the air, the pot is in the space. Similarly, I am also in the world, and I am cut off from the world while I'm sleeping. Is it like that?
Not that.
The world and the whole world is there. Huh? The whole world is there. The world is real, and I'm also real. I'm sleeping, and the sleep is the curtain. Till I'm sleeping, I'm cut from the world, but world is there at that time also, because when I get up also, the I found that my cook had come. She cooked for me. The bucket that was on the tap that was on in the washroom, the bucket got filled in the washroom. So the world was there. Isn't it what we feel? I think when I give you the another aspect of it, when I give you the what is the confusing portion, at that time you'll understand what I'm asking you. So let me tell you that when I am sleeping, at that time, another factor is that the world is not there at all. How is it possible that the world is not there? Because I am experiencing the world after I get up. But who is that person? Who will experience the world? Who is saying that the cook came and she cooked, and who is saying that the water bucket filled? Only when I get up. I see my relatives only when I get up, not during the sleep. So everything when I was sleeping, I merged back into my mind only. The world is not there at that time. Nothing is there. This is a very, very confusing portion, but you have to meditate upon it. The world is not there at all. Again, when I'm getting up, I'm creating my own world. Again, when I go back to sleep, I am merging the whole world back into me. That's an amazing factor. If I don't see anything, that thing does not exist. This is what we discussed during Mandukya also, when we were comparing dream and deep sleep, dream and waking state. What is a waking state? A longer dream. Because once we stop seeing the dream is unexisting. Similarly, the waking state also. Here also the same thing applies. So when we are sleeping during that time, what am I experiencing? I'm experiencing that unlimited self. What is that unlimited self? That does not have any shape. It is not in time. Because I'm not experiencing time also at that time. I'm not experiencing any object at that time. I'm not experiencing any relatives. I'm not experiencing my body, mind, intellect, any vasana, any sanskar, nothing. But I feel so fresh. I feel so good. Because of what? Because of that unlimited self. That self is not limited at that time. But why don't I remember? Just now we saw. Why don't I remember? Because of that ignorance. That ignorance factor is underlining there. It is underscoring everywhere. During that sleep also. So I don't remember. Again, when I come back, I am looking at the things through my limited vision of my sense organs. But when I'm asleep, I am with that unlimited self, but I don't realize it. You understood what I'm saying? So everything here goes back into that self. I am experiencing that unlimited self. Again, when I get up, who's creating everything? Again, that mind is only creating. From that mind, like just now Gitama said, all the sense organs come out. And as per the sense organs, as per my goggles, I will see the colors outside. If it is a red one, I'll see reddish tinge everywhere. If it is a black color goggle, I'll see it dark. Similarly, as per my sense organs, as per my vasanas, I am going to see the world. I build up my world after I get up again. Sometimes it's full of sorrow, sometimes it's full of cheer, sometimes it's full of excitement. It depends. It depends on what? It depends on my instruments. The same situation can be perceived differently by different people. Why is it so? Because of the instruments. And what are the instruments? They are all due to ignorance. They are all avidya, kam, karma, janya. Here it is said that. I'm explaining this word only. Avidya, kama, karma, nibandhanani. All of them have come from that avidya only. So modifications of avidya are all avidya only. Modifications of ignorance cannot be vidya. It is all avidya. My mind, see, the son of a barren woman cannot produce anything. Banj ka putra meaning what? Son of a barren woman meaning what? He's not there. He cannot get married. He cannot produce another progeny because he is himself not there. Can a snake on the rope bite you? Because it's not there. Can you paint from the colors of the rainbow? Because it's not there. Or can I go and market the colors? I said my rainbow has different colors. Apart from Vibcure, it has got many more colors. Please come and buy. I'm going to market it. I'm advertising it. Is it possible? Because it's not true. It's not real. Similarly, everything that is projected here during my waking state is what is due to that mind. Mind is the product of ignorance. So everything that is being projected here is coming out due to that ignorance only. That ignorance was there during the deep sleep state, but still I was experiencing the unlimitedness of that Atma, which I forgot when I am outside. I'm awake. So this ignorance, again, due to that ignorance only, what is happening? And there can be another question also that while I am asleep, others are awake. Others are doing something. Others are preparing. I am sleeping in my room and I am sleeping. You are sleeping in your room, but I am preparing. I am doing Shringar of Radha Madhav. What is that? You can say like that. But who is saying that? Who knew? I came to know after I got up. So I have changed my world. I have made my world. I am seeing my world. Seeing through what? Seeing through the sense organs that were merged back into that mind only. Because I stopped seeing. Did I confuse you all? The world is not there. It's such an hallucination. Because the mind is not there. Everything is like that only. We give so much of importance to all these things. To body, to mind, to intellect, to relatives, to money, to everything else. And that is why when we do Swadhyaya, when we read Vedanta, the mind quietens a lot because all our problem begins from the fact that we make the mind very true. When we annihilate the mind completely, when we annihilate the existence of the mind completely, all our problems are also gone because the problem is also the modification of that ignorance only. भांज का पुत्र सत्य नहीं हो सकता. Similarly, that putra cannot be wedded to another and then he can't have more progeny. Why? Because he is not there. Because that Banj Ma is not there. I mean, Ma is there, but she is Banj. She is a barren woman. She can't create. So like that, this mind is also a barren woman.
Amma,
Hmm.
as you said just now, like if we want to annihilate our mind, but
Say
the
again,
thing
say
that
again. Please say again.
if we want to annihilate the mind, like, but how will we work
Oh.
and forget everything? Yes.
No. See, at the transactional level, at the Vyavharik level, we have to do all the things. It's not that we are annihilating the mind, meaning that we are not doing anything. Akarmani. Akarma is not the thing that has been said here. We have to do everything with the substratum of that knowledge only. We have to keep underlining this knowledge. We have to work here so that I am like we are going into some very cold place and I have got a lot of jackets and all. Similarly, this jacket of knowledge will help us protect us from that sansar that will keep us on our toes, or that will continuously shower sorrows or joys and keep us buffeting on its waves. So to protect us, this knowledge is coming to our help. It's not that we are not going to do anything, won't enjoy anything. But behind all the enjoyments, also our mind should be very alert that this enjoyment is also fake. When some fake news comes, then I get very carried away or affected by that news. Till somebody says, no, this news is fake. Then I become relaxed. Similarly, this is for a relaxation. All our problems, everything is fake here. So it has got a double face. We have to recognize that everything here has got a double face. That is not real, anything can't be real. When we know this, we even being in that situation also, we won't be affected. Everything is fake only. Let it be there. Let it come with joys and sorrows. Let it create situations. But still, I am there. I am ready to take it as my prarabdha. See, the body, let the body interact with the guna guneshu vartate iti mattana sachit. When my body is there, my body is interacting with the prarabdha, my body is interacting with the world. Even my body is unreal. My mind is interacting, the mind is experiencing everything. It is unreal. So let all these unreal things interact with each other and exhaust the prarabdha. Why am I putting myself into that? This side is that Atma, pure, one, without any shape, Nirgun, Nirakar, all that, spaceless, timeless. And here is the world. This world consists of everything that I see. All the possibilities. The mind is also there, the body is also there, others' bodies also are there, The sansar is there, the money factor, the relative factor, everything is here, this side. When I mix that I into this portion, the fake portion, the problem starts. So whose is the joy is the answer here. Who is the one who's there, who's experiencing that joy in the deep sleep? So this I, this who, this experience of that, the self only I'm getting, but I am chewing the chocolate with the wrapper. So sometimes I get some sweetness, but it is not that. Because the ignorance is there. The wrapper is the ignorance. Until and unless I remove the wrapper, I won't get the joy of the self completely. So don't think like that, that the world is somewhere and I am here sleeping and there's a curtain of that sleep. The world, the whole world, the Surya, the Chandra, the galaxies, everything. There are so many other Brahmanda also that has been described in the Puran. All of them are inside me. Why? Because when I get up, I am creating them. Unless I see them, it is not there. So I am creating them. See, it took a lot of time for me to digest these things. I don't know if you are able to appreciate that. Because from the time I'm born, from the time I'm perceiving, everything seems to be real for me. So it's like a shock. That what? Everything is in me? How is it possible? Such big, big moons, stars, galaxies, planets, all of them are in me. Yes. Mind is bigger. Mind is more pervasive. I don't have to tell you the definition of pervasiveness and subtlety. You all know that. Apply that definition there, and then you'll get the answer. So when I get up, I see, I create, I interact with the world. So I am creating all the world, all the world comes back into me again. When I get up, all the world is coming out. Because there was just now we proved that there is only one unlimited self. That self is how that self is without any shape. It has no shape. When it comes out, when I come out from my deep sleep, at that time again, the mind is unleashed. Now again, it is perceiving, it is seeing everything, it is taking shapes, rag, dvesh, mad, matsarya, krodh, all these things come up. Till I'm sleeping, there's nothing. So that experience of the unlimited self is not there when I get up. Why? Because of that ignorance. Now again, I have limited my vision. That's why the sukh during the waking state is not that much as is in the deep sleep state. That's why I want to go again and again to my deep sleep state. Because there's unlimited sukha at that time.
So, Amma, so can we say like the mind, we can say like one is the contaminated mind and the other is uncontaminated mind. That also we can say.
Yes, we can say one is, if you say,
It's pure.
so you can say that contaminated or you're saying contented.
Like contaminated.
So contaminated mind, you can say like that, but the mind itself is merged. The contaminated mind is merged during the deep sleep state. You can say like that. Another expression, same thing, that the mind is in its nascent form. It is without any shape during the deep sleep state. Nascent form, you understand? The essence, the essential form, the essence of that mind is what? That Atma only. So that Atma, it is merged with that Atma during deep sleep state. So that is why there are no ups and downs. It is along with that self only. But in the mind, there is the ignorance factor at that time. And this will go only through jnana, the knowledge of the self, the paravidya. So when a jnani has got this knowledge, During the sleep also and during his waking period also, he is one with that Atma only. Because his mind is one, the ignorance factor has gone. So he's experiencing that unlimited joy, unlimited self wherever, I mean, during the deep sleep also, waking also, he is established in the same state. The state does not differ. So the mind merges. Where does it merge? It is merging back in the self during the deep sleep state. It is merging, but it is with ignorance. It is with the ignorance at that time. So this is the difference. So when one self only is there, we've seen so many times, then nothing else should be there. It's a common sense that if only one self is there, we have seen it so many umpteen number of times that only one self is there, only one self. But we are seeing such varied things, varied shapes, varied colors. Everything has got variations. Now, when we see these variations, these are nothing but that self only expressing in different forms. The self only is expressing in different forms because there cannot be anything other than that self. That self is only expressing. So with what? With the help of that ignorance, avidya. So everything is here, what that avidya only. So that's why I'm saying this line again and again. Modifications of avidya, modifications of ignorance is avidya only, ignorance only. So everything is false here. Everything is fake here. It comes with that mark, fake. Fake, 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 fake. So devotee or a jnani or a sadhak will continuously see everything with that fake symbol only. Whether it is criticism, whether it is praise, whether it is anything, it will just mark it as fake, 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 fake. You have to practice this and then it will come. Like I tell you, we have to see again and again this body is fake. Again and again, we have to try to see our dead body. Again and again. In the morning, even if we see for 2 minutes, we have to see that. And what will happen when we see somebody else passing away also? I know that everything is meant to pass away here. Everything has come with an expiry date here. Nothing is permanent. Why am I crying? Nothing. This is the reality actually. Death is the most unchanging reality. Okay, so here let us now go to the seventh mantra. I hope please you can think about it more, but this is a fact that we all should know that how everything is coming up and how everything is going back. The sansar is not outside. So the second point, first point was Srishti Drishtivad. The second is what? Drishti Srishtivad that I explained to you just now. This is Drishti Srishtivad. The sansar is in my Drishti. So Drishti comes first. Drishti Srishtivad. Everything is in my Drishti only. So there, in the notion, I mean in the mind, in the intellect, I have to be clear that everything has come out from my vision only. If I see the world good, like Yudhishthira and Duryodhana. If I see the world good, the world is good. If I see the world bad, the world is bad. As per my notion, so if the Swarup, the definition of Swarup is what? Aheyam anupadeyam. What cannot be left and what cannot be taken. The sugar, the nature of the sugar, the sweetness of the sugar cannot be added more. The nature of the sugar is sweet. The nature of the salt particle is salty. We cannot add more salt to that. Similarly, here, if the nature of the sansar was unchanging, it will be unchanging for all of us. Everybody of us would have experiencing the same thing from the world, but it's not so. Why? Because it is not its nature. We are putting our vasana into the world and then seeing it. Okay. So now here, please come to the Anandgiri Tika. Anandgiri Tika, second paragraph. Anena. You got it? Anena. अनेन आनंदमय कोश शब्दितम अनभिव्यक्तम अनादि वासनावद अज्ञानम सुषुप्त धर्मी इत्युक्तम पंचम प्रश्नस्य उत्तरम तुरीय स्वरूपम विवेक सौकर्यादि विविच्य त्रैवोच्यत इत्याह. Now by this sukham anen anandam, this is the connecting bhasha he is explaining. Anand Giriji is explaining Bhagwan Bhashyakar. So he is saying that by this sukh, Anandamaya Kosh Shabditam. This is called the Anandamaya Kosh because he is traveling where now? From the this Manomaya Kosh, he is going to that Anandamaya Kosh now. He has transcended that Vijnanmaya Kosh. 5 koshas are there. Annamaya Kosh, Pranmaya Kosh, Manomaya, then Vijnanmaya, and then Anandamay. So he is going to that Anandamay Kosh. Anandamay, Anabhivyaktam. So that is unmanifest. All the unmanifest, the sanskars, the bijavas, all those things are there. Vasanas are there. Only my desires, everything is there. Anadi vasanavat ajnanam. So here, ajnanam is what? Ignorance. That ignorance also is there only. Ignorance. Sushupta dharmi ityuktam, that belongs to that sushupti, who's in the deep sleep. All those things belong to that. The pancham prashnasya uttaram turiya swarupam. Now, what was the fifth question? Fifth question was where are all residing? Where are all residing? The answer to this question will be given here. Turiya Swarupam, the nature of the Turiya. This is a main portion of this Upanishad. We are entering slowly the main portion. The Turiya nature of that Turiya is what? Turiya Swarupam, Viveka Saukaryati Vivichya. For the easiness of discrimination of that self. Vivichya means to do prithak, to discriminate. Viveka Saukaryati, Saukarya means easiness. Saukaryadi, for the easiness of discrimination, Vichya Traivochata Ityaha. Now he is saying this. Okay, so that now he is slowly sliding into what? From that Manomaya Kosh, he is going to that Anandamaya Kosh again. Okay, so now he is experiencing what? Please come to that Bhagwan Bhashyakar again. Teshu Shanteshu. Teshu meaning what? Teshu meaning the Karanani, all the sense organs. When they are quieted, what happens? When they are quieted, Atma Swarupam Upadhibhir Anyatha Vibhavyamanam. So the self only is appearing as different now by different upadhis. The other upadhis have quieted. Now only one, Shantam, Advayam, Ekam, Shivam, Bhavati. As if now that Atma, that mind has become that Atma, the only one self is experiencing, that is Advayam, that is Ekam, Shantam, that is experienced there. Okay. Like what you remember the shloka from the chapter 6 in Gita, Yata Deepa Nivadastaha Nengate Sopamasmrita. I don't remember the number, but this is a shloka like the deep. When the it is extinguished at that time, what happens? No. When the Deepa Nivadastha, when there is no air, there is no vad there, at that time, only one flame is a single flame without any flickering. The flame is burning. Similarly, this mind also at that time is what? It has taken the nature of that Atma only, its Swarup. Why? Why? Because all the upadhis have gone. All the upadhis have merged, and now yogi noyata chittasya yunjato yogamatmana. Now he has become like that yogi whose mind does not flicker at all. There's only one thought of that self. A beautiful situation here. And so in waking state, there are so many limited knowledges of time, place, period, people, object, all these things are there. All of them have merged back. During the waking state, We have got a very limited knowledge. Limited. Okay, so specification less, limitless knowledge is there during the deep sleep state. Okay, so though Atma is unlimited, but when I meet that Atma every time, what is happening? I forget. I meet that Atma every time and I enjoy my Atma, being with my Atma at that time. But still, after I wake up, I feel I don't remember anything. This is due to that ignorance only there. So, now next line. Bhavati, full stop. Shantam bhavati, full stop. Iti एतामेव अवस्थां पृथिव्यादि अविद्याकृत मात्रानुप्रवेशेन दर्शयितुं दृष्टान्तम् आहः. Now, one example has been taken to describe this. One example has been taken by Shrutima to explain this. In this avastha, only the earth, etc., are made from ignorance only. So here, Prithvi Adi Avidyakrita. So in Prithvi, you can take all the 5 elements. All are avidyakrita. Everything, every single thing that has been seen, that is being seen here is avidyakrita. So this example, so they are entering into the self. All those things when I'm going back to deep sleep, all of them are entering as if into the self only. Again, the Pandora's box opens when I am awake. Children have got a toy bag. Many children, they'll take it out, they'll splatter here and there, they'll take out, they'll scatter everything. Again, when they finish playing, then they will collect everything and put it in the box and keep it. Similarly, here our mind is also like that. Okay? So from here, we'll see it tomorrow. From Sadrishtanta, what has been said. May please revise and let me know if you have any doubt. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Guru Pyo Namaha. Harihi Om.